Forgive me for this video. I'm a little bit on the sick side. I might sound like I have a stuffy nose. Anyway, I have a question for you religious people out there. I don't believe in God, but I'm going to assume for a moment that God does exist and that he talks to me, quote unquote, in my heart, the way a lot of you say he does or say he will. How do I tell? So far as I know, I've never had a thought that I didn't think. Oh sure, sometimes something will pop into my head that I didn't think of on purpose, whether it's an idea, a solution to a problem, or just a song or a tune, but it still feels like it's me thinking it. It doesn't feel like it came from outside me. So either I'm not built to be able to tell the difference between my own thoughts and God talking to me, or God has never talked to me, assuming, as I said, that God exists in the first place. So how do you tell the difference between your own thoughts and God talking to you? Can you tell, or are you just guessing? Do you ever think or worry that the thoughts or feelings you interpret as God are just your own thoughts? Because I've had moments where I just go, whoa, what an amazing feeling. But these moments usually come when I'm watching some amazing science fiction full of thrilling heroics, or during a rainstorm when the tapping on my windows is really comforting and the sky is that interesting deep gray color that's not like night but is certainly nothing like day. I get goosebumps just thinking about it. And I think to myself, this must be how religious people feel when they think about their God. But if I can feel this way about something that isn't God, then how do religious people tell when it's their God making them feel this way and not just the same special feeling I get over sci-fi or rain? So I ask again, how do I tell if it's God, assuming that God exists at all? Is there any way for you to be sure? And if there isn't, have you ever considered that God isn't there, isn't real? Do my experiences of feeling something special about things that aren't God give you pause? Has anything that isn't God ever made you feel the same way you do when it is God? What did that mean to you? What did you think about that? I'm genuinely curious about this. I mean, I keep being told by religious people how to open myself up to religious experience, but to me it always sounds like they're saying, don't check to make sure, just believe, which I know I can't do. I need to be sure. I need to check because I don't want to be wasting my time on a non-existent God. But if God does exist and he has been sending me signals this whole time, obviously I've been seeing the signals in some way that isn't the same way as you religious folks. So if you can, I'd like for you to explain how to tell the difference between my own thoughts and emotions and something sent from God. I'd like for you to tell me how to be sure it's God and not me.